How's it going? My name is Daniel Carter. I'm a pastor of Pillar Church of San Diego. We're a new church in the San Diego area. We belong to a family of churches called the Praetorian Project. And the Praetorian Project is a network of churches that plants outside of military installations to engage the transient community of the military to reach them with the gospel. And they've been around since 2006, and in 15 years, God has planted around 11 Praetorian Project churches, and we're one of the newest ones, and we're excited to serve the San Diego community. And if you see behind me is a community called Murphy Canyon. And Murphy Canyon is significant. It's the largest off-base concentration of military, U.S. military in the world, with over 10,000 people here and very few churches even engaging this neighborhood. With our church being about 60% military, our goal, our metrics from our usual church plant have to be different. And so in about a year and a half at this church, just so many guys and gals come in who just have that kind of natural leadership endowment, who are leading in their military units already, and see just the Lord get a hold of their hearts, give them a vision for the Great Commission, give them a vision for church planting and making disciples. And we like to say in our network that we plant these churches almost as like a cheat code for church planting, where we're going to train up mature, multiplying disciples, and as the government sends them out, we want to follow wherever the natural movements of the military are and send out a planter to plant elsewhere. And that's how the Praetorian Project has multiplied so fast in these years, is because of the natural movement of the military. After probably doing 1,000+ hours of prayer walking, of just really exegeting and kind of understanding the community, we really identified 3 felt needs. Number one was just isolation. We saw a lot of marriage issues, and we saw a lot of parenting issues. It's very common to meet people at the park in these neighborhoods who just came in from South Carolina. They're overwhelmed, they're in culture shock here in San Diego. They don't know a soul, and they need friends, and they don't know where to look. It's often that you walk around these neighborhoods and you just hear shouting all the time, parents to their kids, spouses just yelling at each other. There's just apparent and very visible brokenness in this community. And so here at Pillar Church of San Diego, we really thought through, how do we tangibly start to meet the needs of isolation, of broken marriages, and of broken families. And we partner with key partners in the community, like the Navy chaplains in the area, like other nonprofits in the area, to be able to meet those needs. We've also started marriage enrichment studies, where we've seen families come in and just know their marriages are broken and come in and hear the gospel for the first time. And we're also doing what we can to just alleviate the pressure of the parents from just what we call the very heavy tempos of deployment and training for much of the servicemen and women here in this housing, and giving them free date nights, blessing them however way we can. And that's really only the beginning. We're excited for how we're going to continue to build on meeting those felt needs, so that, Lord willing, God can use us to meet their ultimate need in spiritual and in a saving relationship with Jesus Christ, the gospel. I'm so incredibly grateful for Manna. I've been dreaming of starting this welcome basket ministry ever since we got here in San Diego, and didn't know how we would find the resources to be able to even start something like this. So you guys are an answer to prayer. What is really common, especially in the summer months, is having just a large population of people moving neighborhoods. And you know, you drive around these neighborhoods every single day, you're going to see 3 or 4 moving vans, and that's 3 or 4 families who are just maybe coming from Texas or from overseas, coming down to San Diego, having that culture shock, not knowing really even where to start. And it is going to be such a blessing to be those first families that are coming in, welcoming them in the name of Jesus, blessing them with the free meal to In-N-Out, blessing them with some of our churches like guides to the beaches, our favorite restaurants. We're going to bless them with just kind of supplies that they can use that will help them in their first week or so of moving in, and being ready to develop those relationships as we build those bridges with these people, of bringing them in to start to meet those needs of isolation, to park play dates, or parents' night outs coming up, or marriage enrichment studies that are coming up. That we want to be there to meet needs, to build friendships, and ultimately to build the gospel into their lives.